Greetings collectors and welcome to today's retro game review. I'm feeling rather nostalgic today, so I'm going to take us all the way back to 1984 to revisit the Commodore 64 classic of Hunchback. Originally an arcade release in 1983, Hunchback soon saw home versions arrive. Its simple premise yet fiendish difficulty established Hunchback as a must-play game of its time. The Commodore 64 version of Hunchback was brought back to the home by Ocean Software, as one of their very first attempts to establish themselves in the arcade-to-home conversion market. The end result? Well, it's a fantastically addictive side-scrolling retro masterpiece of fun. You play as Quasimodo the Hunchback, with the sole aims of rescuing Esmeralda from the castle. It's yet again a variation of Rescue the Princess, but this is true old-school princess saving. Controlling the Hunchback, you must simply journey from left to right, avoiding pitfalls, arrows, cannonballs, and Knights of the Realm. It's so simple, yet so effective as a game. On the right-hand side of the screen, ring the bell to signify the completion of the stage. There are several elements that give Hunchback depth as a game. Firstly, the knight climbing the wall. This character acts somewhat as a timer. Give him enough time to scale the castle wall, and he will capture you. The second interesting element is the notion of not failing. Each time you ring the bell to complete the stage, they accumulate in the top left-hand corner. Collect 5 in succession and you'll be justly rewarded by points, and in this game, points mean prizes, in this case, extra lives. Fail on a stage, and your bells will be set back to 0. It's a real driver to make the perfect run. The game starts out reasonably easy. Just jump a few cannonballs here, jump a gap here and there, and so forth. All of a sudden though, it's all gloves off, and it becomes a game of pattern recognition and memory. For instance, on this screen you must jump immediately to avoid an arrow in the back. Now that's about the cheapest death I've ever seen. Still, next time you will remember. So, how much for this massively addictive classic? I'd recommend paying no more than £3 in the UK at maximum for this title, and no more than around $3.50 if you're in the US market. The reality is that Ocean mass-produced Hunchback on an industrial scale. Most microcomputers of the day saw a release of the game, and it's legacy of Hunchback's popularity that means that there are still plenty of original copies to go around for collectors today. This is the UK PAL cassette version of the game. The artwork is rather charming and continues its family-friendly feel on the inside of the case, along with the cassette itself. Hunchback is a game of small victories. Each screen brings you closer to the end goal, one step at a time. It's been decades since its original release, yet Hunchback still has the ability to hold my attention as a gamer. As I wade through my old boxes of cassette tapes and old cartridges, I really like the feeling when I turn up something like Hunchback and remember, oh yes, this was a classic then, and it's a classic now. It's difficult to convey through watching alone, but it's tension that the game creates that is the real magic here. Jumps must be pixel perfect, leaps of faith at just the right time, and the anticipation of impending doom. For anyone looking to pick up a retro game, I'd insist that you must play Hunchback. It's a game that truly embodies all that's good about retro gaming, and why it's still relevant today. Hunchback is fun, frustrating, and so addictive that I'm still playing it decades after its original release. It really rings all the bells it needs to. Hello again, I hope you enjoyed today's show and thank you for the view. Remember, you can always comment, like, subscribe, and find us on the social media sites below. Happy collecting!